Back, everybody. Good to see everybody. Good morning. Good morning to you, Michael. Good to see you, Grant. Everyone, YouTube, Facebook Live. Could you guys hear me loud and clear? Just want to make a quick audio check. Good. All right. Good. All right. So welcome back, everybody. Today is, what's today? Today's Wednesday, isn't it? What a beautiful day on the, my God, what's it, 19th? Man, time's flying. My God, we're almost got, we got about, what's nice about this month? Well, actually, there's one problem about this month. The last day of the pay period ends on a Monday, which is going to make things quite difficult for us. Usually we think the last day of the pay period for traders end on a Friday, but Halloween is actually on a Monday, which is surprising. Anyway, we got the market down about 145 points. Got a little bit of red going on my watch list. We got a couple of nice stocks that moved. Want to talk a little bit about the MNTV. You could see the stock had a really nice push. It was already on the watch list around 8 o'clock this morning. It was around 750-ish, and made a nice little move. Nothing crazy. I'm not really super excited about it. Not like yesterday. Yesterday we had a really good pre-market on certain stocks, and we'll talk a little bit about those too. But there are a few stocks we're going to keep an eye on it. And overall, what happened yesterday? We were up pretty big, and then we end up coming down. Let me just show you what happened with the Dow yesterday. For some of you missed out, we had this really nice gap up, and we kind of like trended down. So it was actually a pretty decent day to shorts in certain stocks, especially in the brand name. But we had a couple of good ones. We'll talk a little about those. But regarding what we traded yesterday, before we go into the watch list and show you what's moving this morning in pre-market, a couple of stocks that we did traded. We had this stock was a QNRX. So this stock had a really good morning run. You could see it right here. Nice little pop right out of the gate. $2 stock, ran all the way to about 260. Wasn't on the watch list. It came a little bit after when the market opened. And then you could see had some really big kryptonite right around 3. But then when we got right around the close, it was at the highs, which is what we look for. Boom, thing ran all the way up beautifully to 320. A very, very nice little mover right there. A couple other stocks, RA was one. That one also very consistent, $3.20 stock up to 425. You might not think that's a lot, for some people here. I always say that on YouTube, but you know what? At it's $1, you do that every day, $1 a day, 1,000 shares, $250,000 salary. I think anyone would take that. One really cool stock that moved really well, and we were very aggressive on this one, was Carnival Cruise Line. Now, Carnival just once again had a little bit of push in the pre-market. You could see it right here, and then right at the open, boom, the thing ran at 930, broke about 770, and had a really nice move all the way to about 10 o'clock this morning to about 820. Really nice trend, nice move, very comfortable, very little shakes. The only thing I didn't like about it, which got me a little concerned as you traders, is that the spread, those candlesticks were pretty thick, so the spread got a little nasty at certain times. And then there was another cool stock that a lot of you guys traded yesterday, which was Drug. Drug was also a nice little cheap little stock. 930 ran from about $1 and up until about 11 o'clock ran to about $1.40. Listen, you don't need to always go trade expensive stocks, and I think that's what people have this misconception to think that the only reason you could trade is you need money to trade. And don't look at it that way. Sometimes that's not always the case. So anyway, really nice stocks that are moving. Now, by the way, before we continue, and I'm going to go through the watch list and see what's moving this morning, I do want to post out and let you guys know that today, just going to post this in the YouTube channel, I am doing a 2-day workshop that starts today at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I got a very big promotion I'm going to be offering everybody here. It's not going to cost you a dime. So if you want to learn more about how we find these stocks, if you want to know exactly how to read and follow the money, get rid of that garbage indicator that you've been wasting all that time with. If you just want to follow the dominating brokerage firms in stock, please click on that link and register now. For everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, YouTube, everybody on Cyber Group, you're all welcome. It's always great to come there. And I always invite everybody to come because it's just nice for you to see where you were at and see the kind of questions people get, because this helps you become a better trader. Now, regarding what's moving this morning, a couple of things that are moving. So we have the stock MNTV, And there were a couple of them on that watch list, the OLPX, the AGFY, the ZYME, but I'm just not super sold on this stock, MYTV, for the purpose of I'm not getting any good iceberg orders out there, which you could see right here. I'm not seeing a lot of big block orders, so I'm a little skeptical on that. So because it's the first stock on the list, I like it. It's got 1 million shares that trade. It's not bad, but I'll be a little concerned about that. Another stock that came just out of the blue, but then she started also backing down, is the stock SOBR. You could see here on the long-term chart, it really hasn't been a very active stock, but today it did trade 2.7 million shares, up 15%. SOBR, did I put it on the watch list? Yeah, I did. I put it on level 4. So this is a really cool thing, and you're going to really like this a lot. Check out this iceberg order out there for right here at 330. Look at that order, 75,000 shares, and you could see how that stock had a nice push in pre-market, and then it basically hit one major brick ceiling, okay? And I'm telling you, that thing was thick because it pushed down the stock at 290. So, this is why we trade the market. Remember, a lot of people's issues, they always focus on the past. Well, maybe if you want to learn how to focus on what's happening in the future, that's what you learn at Cybertrade University, and right there, it proves it right there. If you're not following the money and you didn't get out where that iceberg order was, guess what? Now that winner becomes a loser. But can it make a little bit of a comeback? Well, we'll find out when the market opens up. But as until now, we have to wait till 9:30. Now, another stock that was on the watch list too. This stock's up 16%. It's a cheap little stock. It moved up pretty nicely, all the way to $1.70, which came back down. I would put this on the B list. And we know that some stocks on the B list, just like AGFY yesterday, they go from the A list, the B list, and they could jump to the A list. All right. This stock also LMAF, stocks trending down. This stock was crazy yesterday. You could see that stock had a big little spike up here in pre-market up to 14, came back down. Don't know what that's all about, but I would be really, really careful of this one. This stock will actually go on the C list, okay? So if you're ever on a wedding list, if you ever made a wedding list, you know how you got the A, B, C list? All right, so that's where that comes. Netflix is obviously making a big comeback. I know a lot of people are talking about Netflix. I know the financial stations are talking about it, but I'm not trading a $266 stock. Why I got to go out there and waste that money? And don't go out there, like I say all the time, oh, maybe we can still trade the options. Okay, well, you can, but you damn well better know how to trade the stock first before you trade that option or you'll blow up your account. Now, as we're working our way down, we're at 10%. The stock is this stock's up here, another $200 stock, which is kind of rare. We rarely get two stocks like that are in the big top 10 being up that high. And then, as we're working down, 7%, well, we're pretty much done. After 10%, I'm not really interested. Losers, get a nice little crush in the stock right here. You know how I love the dead cat bounce. What was nice about this stock, which I kind of liked, is that there are big buyers right around this 525. So can we get a dead cat bounce? So far, it did it already this morning several times. Since 7 o'clock this morning, it ran up, hit 550, came back down, went up to 575, came back down, 575. So it's trading in a really nice range. So this stock is nice. And also, we know it's not a pharmaceutical stock, which we know they don't come back. This stock is down pretty big. I'll scratch that one. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Nothing left there. Let's hop over to the New York Stock Exchange. What do we got there? 8% stock. Come on, seriously? This is the biggest percentage gainer, and this is why we don't like the New York Stock Exchange as much as the NASDAQ. Always a big fan of the NASDAQ. More liquidity, more action, everything else. And as I'm working way down, you could see everything else is pretty much garbage. You got ETFs left and right and so on. Generac, in the meantime, got crushed today. So GNRC, which I'm kind of a little disappointed. I thought after the hurricane, what happened in Florida, now everybody's going to need generators. This stock was a $500 stock. I remember how well it did during Hurricane Sandy. Obviously not doing too well, but we could probably get a dead cat bounce. It is $125, so you better be at least good. Better be a very good trader here if you want to know how to trade it, because you could see that spread is quite ugly in that position. So you better be qualified to trade the stock. So as the pre-market goes, not a really good list. Not a lot going on, but that doesn't say the day's over. We always find things that are moving when the market opens up. So we'll see how it goes from there. And if we see something, we'll say something. All right. Anything I'm missing that I did not call out? Anyone see any other stocks? Anything you want me to check out before we close out and get ready for the market opened up, everyone? Because I don't know, I'm looking at the big volume leaders, not really much out there in pre-market, even though the market is down a little bit. All right. Well, listen, don't forget, I posted a link up there. We have an open house today. Please tweet us, friend us, 2 o'clock live. It's not going to cost you anything. If you want to know how to follow the orders, if you want to learn from Wall Street market makers, you're in the right place. Click on that link, get registered, and we'll see you back then. And you know what? With that said, you're going to be able to come into the trading room and watch us trade live. Cyber Group members, like we always say, you see something, you say something, all right? You make money, you say something. You lose money, you tell us. Because remember, yesterday, one of the best losses I ever made, not if I made what I'm saying, but you saw that there was a stock that I traded yesterday, I think it was Nerve. If I didn't get out on that nice little rally and took a 10-cent loss, guess what? It would have been a 70-cent loss. Remember, it's not about the winners, it's the losers you got to control to be successful in trading. So good luck, everyone, today. Happy trading. And remember, you see something, you say something. Everybody else, will see you back here at 2 o'clock. Have a good day, everyone. Happy trading.